there's a minute to go to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tennessee Titans. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 18-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
To Mark Ingram.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
He was brought
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Titans nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Tannehill now to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. And now that'll bring up second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Flushed out right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Pick 6 is starting to be old hat for Peters. He had 3 of these to lead the NFL in 2019, and he comes up with another here. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Well, these two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But well, that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
5-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as the Ravens push further out in front. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Titans nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Corey Davis.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Brought down at the 26.
So every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Number 84.
Corey Davis, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Here's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Titans 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he'll let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Henry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here's Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Justin Tucker.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run. It's Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 4.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. It's caught. Humphreys. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
To Adam Humphreys.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that one complete to Wendell Smallwood. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Titans first down.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Tennessee.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Being chased out left. And this one's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill forced out to his left. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
4th down.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Ingram. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Taken down at the 40.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 41, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
The Titans.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Their own 40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So from the 17, here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, that he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Titans on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third down and 12. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete.
The keeper.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What are you doing?
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
A 7-yard loss.
Brings from the gun on third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to go up top again. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.